Artificial intelligence is no longer just a tool for tech companies, it now shapes the battleground of political campaigns. This evolution has been glaringly apparent in the recent presidential elections in Argentina. Candidates Sergio Massa and Javier Milei have turned to AI, not just to promote themselves but also to launch attacks against each other. Harnessing the power of AI, Massa's campaign has painted him as a charismatic leader while portraying Milei as unstable. This isn't just a case of enhanced selfies or polished speeches. The campaign has even dabbled in the creation of deepfake videos, one of which controversially shows Milei discussing the market for human organs. While some of the content is clearly fabricated, others teeter on the edge of disinformation, causing a stir among voters and raising serious concerns about the potential of AI to deceive and confuse. Such is the power of AI that it can blur the line between the real and the artificial, making it a formidable tool in the hands of political strategists. As AI becomes increasingly accessible and powerful, its role in democratic elections across the globe is set to grow. This rise of AI in political warfare is a slippery slope, one that demands careful scrutiny and regulation. In the world of politics, the line between reality and fiction seems to blur as AI takes the lead. AI is more accessible and powerful than ever, but with great power comes great responsibility. Picture this: artificial intelligence, a tool once reserved for top-tier tech corporations and government entities, now within the reach of many. This democratization of AI has in many ways revolutionized the world. Yet it's in the arena of democratic elections where we see its power and potential for misuse most vividly. Take the recent presidential election in Argentina, for instance. The candidates didn't just use AI to promote themselves or to poke at their opponents. They pushed the boundaries of what's acceptable, creating content that blurred the line between playful caricature and outright disinformation. From manipulated images that portrayed them in a certain light, to deep-fake videos that put words in their opponents' mouths, the power of AI was on full display. Now this might sound like the stuff of science fiction, but it's a reality we're grappling with today. As AI becomes more sophisticated, it's not just about creating content that's entertaining or engaging. It's about the potential to deceive, to confuse, and to manipulate public opinion. We've moved from the age of simple Photoshop to a time where seeing is no longer believing, and that's a scary prospect, but it's not all doom and gloom. The rise of AI hasn't gone unnoticed by the gatekeepers of our digital world. Social media giants like Facebook and Instagram are stepping up, requiring political ads that use AI to fully disclose it. And across the pond, the U.S. Federal Election Commission is considering regulations on the use of AI in political ads. These are small but crucial steps towards transparency and accountability. However, the question still remains, are these measures enough to curb the potential misuse of this powerful technology? Or are we just playing catch-up in a race that's already lost? As AI becomes more potent and accessible, it forces us to confront the question, just because we can, does it mean we should? The extensive use of AI in Argentina's election paints a picture of what the future of political campaigns might look like. Let's take a moment to consider the innovative strategies employed by Sergio Massa's campaign. They used artificial intelligence to blend his image with elements of pop culture and internet memes, a tactic designed to resonate with the younger electorate. Their aim was to transform the perception of the political landscape, making it more accessible and engaging to younger voters. A clever tactic, wouldn't you agree? Now let's dive deeper into the more controversial aspects of this. The campaign didn't just stop at mixing images, they took it a step further. They trained their own AI system to create fake images and videos of political figures in Argentina. This wasn't just a case of a photoshopped image or an altered clip. These were entirely fabricated visuals designed to manipulate perception and influence opinion. This is where we find ourselves on the slippery slope of AI's use in politics. It's one thing to use technology to engage voters creatively, quite another to fabricate realities that could potentially deceive the public. We're not just talking about the creation of biased narratives here. We're talking about the creation of entirely false narratives. However, the question isn't whether we can stop the tide of technology. The question is, how do we navigate this new terrain? How do we ensure that the use of AI in politics is transparent, ethical, and accountable? These are questions that societies across the globe will need to grapple with as AI becomes more embedded in our political processes. Interestingly, some platforms like Facebook and Instagram have started requiring political ads that use AI to be clearly labeled. The U.S. Federal Election Commission is also considering regulations on the use of AI in political ads. These are promising starts, but there's a long road ahead. With AI becoming an integral part of political campaigns, it's clear that the future of politics will be as much about technology as it is about policies.